This is simply a culmination of stuff that's been lying around for centuries. The first part of it, or the old weeding the colors of the deck thing, was the beginning of this. And I thought, well, if you can do it where you're getting the colors, why don't you take it a step further and do it on the back of someone's hand? I said, why don't you take it a step further and do it on the side of someone's breast? So you've got the rule of three, which I love. You go from something pretty impressive to something quite impressive to something totally impressive. Theatrical build on this effect is perfect, okay? That's the key to this effect, the build. The fact that you use a shuffle deck is also really nice. Now, I do the first phase a couple different ways. The way I did it on the demo was actually I used two forces, which is very simple. All I did is spot the top two cards, and that helped me force the card that the spectator is going to think of and the one the spectator is going to touch. So after they shuffle the deck, I take the deck back and say, so the cards are completely shuffled right, and I spot the top two cards, in this case 2 and an 8, and I remember them, and the rest is pretty much self-working. Another way I sometimes do it is by using a pinky break that leads to a peak. Now the way that works is this. It's a very old idea, but I have a little pattern line that I came up with that really helps out, sort of a kind of a fresh pattern line, which is this. They call stop if you keep a pinky break. Okay? Break your little pinky to your left pinky. Now notice how, if my left thumb, as I bring the deck down, when it's saying focus on your card, think of it, keep it in mind. As the deck comes down and I keep my pinky break, if I move the left thumb to the corner and simply turn over the deck, notice how here it's breaking. It breaks at the exact spot where revealing the card. So the card I know they peeked at was the 6 of hearts. Now that happens automatically. If you keep your break and you just roll the deck down from the position, boom, and you roll the deck down, the pinky sort of pushes that card off and it immediately gets your break. So I can spot the 5 of hearts. Now the line I use to cover that, often, it's a good line, is I say, want you to keep it in mind for at least the next 10 seconds. When I look at the watch, of course, what I'm doing is I'm looking at 2 cards, okay? I'm looking at the card, the broken 2 card, which in this case is the 5 of hearts, and I'm looking at the bottom card, which is the king of spades. And at that point you remember, 5 of hearts, king of spades, okay? I spread the cards back up. I get a break above the king of spades with my right thumb, cut the pack, keep the break, and riffle force to the king of spades. So with one peek, I was able to, and this is why it's great with a shuffle deck, with one peek I was able to know, he's thinking of the 5 of hearts, now she's got her hand on the king of spades. Okay? I know those 2 pieces of information. This final part, sometimes I'll even hand the deck out and say, give the cards one more thorough shuffle, because you're not going to believe what I'm going to do with my left hand. Watch. All I need to do when they hand me the deck back is spot the bottom card. And this part is a very old idea, really very strong. Now that I know the bottom card is the 3 of spades, I put the deck behind my back. And behind my back, I move the 3 of spades from the face to the top of the deck, face up. All right? And I grip the deck like this, fingers here, thumb at the back. And when I bring it forward, and I go 3 of, I can tell it's a black card, it's spades, 3 of spades. When I bring it forward, I look directly at the spectator, okay? But while I'm looking directly at you, I can see in my peripheral the bottom card is the queen of hearts. So I'm one ahead. Do not do this. So it's the 3 of spades. You don't want to be caught, not even this. You don't even want your eyes going. Bring it up to your peripheral. Put it right in front of you and look them right in the eyes. Boom. Go back down. I move the queen of hearts up and around to on top of the 3 of spades now, revealing the bottom card for me. And I go, next card is red, heart, queen of hearts. Come up, boom. And again, I'm looking right at you, but I can see the bottom card now. It's the 6 of clubs. So I just keep doing this, up and around. Do it 3, 4, maybe 5 times. That's the maximum. After a while, it's very impressive for lay people. You might be surprised from a shuffled deck just how impressive this is. Having done it a couple times and say, actually, let's take it a step further. I won't even touch the cards. I'll simply touch the back of your hand. I do the back of the hand thing, get a sense of the color, the suit. I name that. They lift up their hand, boom, and I show king of spades. By now, people are really starting to get into it, really building. Finally, I turn to the person who's thinking, put my left hand, the tips against their temple, concentrate, think, sight it out, get closer and closer, boom, I get that one. Boom, boom, boom. An extremely commercial effect.